numbers of events that I've had in the past, and also we're having right now, and we'll be having more in the future. I think there's a tremendous need for community, especially in the times we're going through, because we're going through a real transition on the planet. And in many ways, things look very dim and dark, but in other ways, they look very bright. And the idea is to only embrace the light and the bright. And anytime we find ourselves getting into a state of other than being positive and loving, we're not really being in a state of actualization or really being realized about who we truly are. And that's why it's really important to have experiences like this where we all get together in community and we embrace the greatness that we all have as potential realized beings to live in a state of happiness, which is our true state and our way of being realized in the human body. And the truth of the matter is we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. It's just that I really believe strongly that diet is a very integral, important part of becoming greatly realized in understanding yourself in relationship as being a human being. And the times we're going through right now is we're all striving to learn what it truly means to be a human being. And even though we say we're human, there's a lot of people that are slaughtering animals and not really eating the food that we were truly designed to eat. We're truly fruitarians, and what we've done is we've gone astray from that realization or actualized way of being because of the environment and because of the social dogma and belief system that's been laid on us that isn't fully actualized. And what it's done, it's caused a lot of disharmony and a lot of greed and all the things that are going on in the world. But actually our true relationship to life is having all of our natural resources, and we don't have to necessarily go to a store where they're gouging us for something that seems to be very natural. It's actually about taking responsibility and doing what you can, not from looking out for outside sources, but be the source of the creation of the change you want to create. And the thing about it is, especially here in America, it was really a great experience for me to travel to Thailand, because people take a lot more responsibility in being connected to each other and being much more involved in nature. Costa Rica, there's all kinds of places where people are fleeting to. But I think the greatest demonstration is being here right now. And the thing is, whether you like it or not, we are truly the leaders of consciousness in many ways here in America. But we're putting out the wrong type of information to people, and they're creating services and products that are not really in our greater best interest. So the idea is to create the change that you want to create by creating the change within yourself. And that's why I think diet's very important, and to eat a more conscious diet. Personally speaking, I don't hardly ever drink water. And the thing is, it's all been impressed upon us to drink water, because what we're doing is we're cooking our food, we're taking the hydration out of the food. But where I learned about this was something even way before Robert Morris or a lot of the health enthusiasts that are coming out into the world. I've learned from a school of thinking. It was called the natural hygienists. And what they do is they have a belief system that you get all of your fluid directly from the food that you consume. And that's what I've learned to do. I also have implemented allowing myself to drink lots of juices, because the thing about it is hydrating myself, but it's infusing me with nutrition. So anytime I do something, I'm always supporting myself with nutrition. So when I'm drinking, I'm actually nourishing myself. So the idea is that everything you do is to recreate yourself in a positive manner, and also to do everything you do for the greater good of yourself and everybody around you. So I'd like to thank you all for being here. We've accumulated from many different ways of touching each other in many different circles, and there's still more people coming, but we have to start someplace. And I thank everybody for bringing all the beautiful types of foods you brought, and the integrity and the love you put into it. And personally speaking, I gained a lot of this insight when I was very young. My mother used to have large parties, and I really learned a lot about putting together parties and knowing how to display things and putting it all together and orchestrating it in a very beautiful way. So I really owe a lot to my mother and father, who were very great mentors, who actually escaped the Bolshevik Revolution and came to America and gave me the insight and greater education that I've ever had on a grassroots level, even more so than all the higher education I've had. So I really am thankful for them being here with us also. So thank you for coming, and it's a great opportunity for us to enjoy the food and enjoy yourself. Thank you. One more thing, I'd like everybody to go around. I think the thing that's really lacking a lot of events